Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Wendy Walsh, and it must be Wednesday. It must be 6 o'clock. We must be talking about relationships. Hi, Instagram. You coming on board? Always send me a comment and let me know where you are watching from. It's always fun to see where in the world you guys are watching from. And let me go to the comments over here so I can see it on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. Hello there. How are you? Good to see you guys. I see lots of people. Do your wave. That's nice. Tell me where you're watching from. I love to see where you're watching from. Send me a little comment and let me know how it's going. Where's UAE? UAE, United Arab Emirates. Did I say that right? You like the purple. Thank you. I think purple's a good color. You're watching from Saudi Arabia. Hello, how are you? Hi, Jeff from Phoenix. How are you? Hi, Carrie from Florida. Nice to see you. Hello, Joey over there in CAMG land in California. Hi, Bianca from New York. Hello, Carl from Perth, Australia. Nice to see you. Hi, Kate in New York. Also, hi, Jeff from Phoenix. Betty, where are you? Hi, Sandra from Long Beach. Nice to see you too. Who else we got? Somebody else from Australia. I say it wrong. I see how you spelled it, Carrie. There we go. Campbell River, BC. Homegirl. Hi. Good to see you, Cheryl. Ohio. Nice to see you. Hamad in Ohio. Thank you. Hello from Denver. Nice to see you in Denver too. And Huntington Beach. Hi, Esther. How are you in Huntington Beach? Local people. Indiana. Hi, Morris in Indiana. Indiana wants me, but I can't go back there. We spoke on the radio. We did? Oh, were you one of my callers? Oh, that's so cool. I hope you had a good question. I love taking the calls on Sundays. So I don't know if you've noticed, keep letting me know where you're watching from because it's always exciting. If you haven't noticed, on my Sunday shows, I devote 2 or 3. Hi, Wendizzle from Thousand Oaks. Rosarito Beach. Love that beach. I have been taking during the week. A lot of you have been sending me private messages, DMs, emails through my website. Where am I originally from? Carrie asks. I was born at the Halifax Infirmary in Halifax, Nova Scotia. My family are both from Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia. My dad was in the Canadian military, so we moved a lot. So I lived all over Canada. When people are like, oh, where are you from in Canada? I'm like, well, Victoria, Ottawa, Toronto, Halifax, Digby. Hello from Malaysia. How are you? Hello, Horse Love from Wisconsin. Horsies, nice. Anyway, so what I do during the week is I take your direct messages. I start a document on my computer now, and I start cutting and pasting them anonymously, not your names, by the way. And then on my Sunday afternoon radio show, which you can listen to around the world on the iHeartRadio app, our time is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you figure out your time zone of where you're in. Then I answer the questions on the air. And if you miss the show, you can listen the day after. It's always there on the app. So, Chris, you've been a fan for years, really, from Tennessee. How did you discover me first, Chris? I'm always interested to know. Where do people from? Robin, a transplant from SoCal to Utah. Utah is a beautiful place. We went hiking there during quarantine in the beautiful Red Rocks. It was gorgeous. Anyway, if you do have any relationship questions, I'm here now too, because I have answers. And if I don't have answers, then I make them up. No, I'm joking. I know a lot about the science of dating, mating, relating, the biological, the sociological, and the psychological pieces of love. And you know what? Everybody has relationship issues. Everybody does. It's true. You had a question you said about your mom. Trying to remember which one that was. Hello, Asma from Montreal. Bonsoir. And so anybody have any questions? Here we are. Anybody? You're just going to sit there and wave at me and say hello. Well, hello, everybody. It's nice to see you. I like the hearts. I like the waves. It's all wonderful. What is my zodiac sign? Okay, before I tell you what my zodiac sign is, Lady Luck Vibes, I will tell you this, that there has been no scientific research to correlate astrology with real personality traits, okay? Even the Myers-Briggs personality test is a little iffy. The big 5 personality traits, that's pretty well researched. There's lots of empirical research and it stays pretty steady. So the question is, What's my zodiac sign? It's Taurus, and I'm not stubborn like a bull. Okay, Amy says, I love someone since 5 years old, but we're still friends, and I think he knows my feelings towards him. What's your advice? Well, you know me, let it out, bring it up. If you're worried you're going to lose the friendship, though, think long and hard, because sometimes it's nice to keep a guy in a friend zone because they're really helpful and they're really great. But if you don't bring it up, then he's never going to know for sure. Hi, Alan from Illinois. Nice to see you. Any questions over here on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn? You're here on this camera. Instagram's up there. That's why sometimes I'm looking here. Sometimes I'm looking there. Yes, be direct. That's exactly what you guys should be doing. How do you keep a long distance relationship specific when your partner's in deployment? Very, very difficult. I'll tell you this, that phone is better for women. FaceTime's better for men, right? Men are more visually wired. So they're going to need that FaceTime. They're going to need that Skype, Zoom, whatever. But women love the intimacy of the audio. Question, 3 years divorced. How do I start a relationship? Am I broken? Okay, I want to stop and pull everybody off the guilt train right now. You know, we have the widest range of sexual behavior of any primate species, from monogamy to polyamory and everything in between. We also have even the most monogamous of us, because of our really long life expectancies, will have probably 2 or 3 long stints of monogamy on our lifespan. And so when you say, am I broken? Are you saying, is it a failed marriage? Did we fail? I want to remind you that every relationship is a gymnasium for your mind. It's a chance for you to work out and learn something better about yourself. Somebody said, my Tinder date asked me what my attachment style was. That's beautiful. At least people are knowing what their attachment style is. And that's a good thing. We should have an attachment test on every single dating app. Down here, Robin says, I'm discouraged with online dating, which makes it hard to stick to it. And that's why, Robin, you shouldn't stick to it. You should go on and off. When you use those apps, remember, they're not designed to get you a mate. They're designed to get you addicted to the app. So you have to keep it from biohacking you, which means that you go on, you have 1 or 2 people, that's all you allow yourself to match with. You chat with them by text, you get on the phone pretty quick, you eliminate them because they're not the one, and then you wait and you go back again in another few weeks or months. But if you get chronically addicted like it's Vegas, you're going to have trouble. You really will. Moderation. Yes, that is the way to go. I saw some other questions on Instagram and they went away too fast before I could read them. They're going so fast. Akshay's back. Hi, how are you, Akshay? Good to see you. Okay, so here, this is a good one. We're talking about attachment style up there on Instagram. I have a good question down here on YouTube. Akshay says, my girlfriend is anxious, I'm secure, but I'm always sad when she doesn't respond or initiate the conversations. You think you're secure. No, look it, we always do feel a little sad, and that's okay. The question is, can we contain ourselves to wait until that person responds? And during that time, while we're waiting, I want to see this before it goes away. This is about the narcissistic mom. I know that's rough. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so what's really important is that we don't lose our inner core of self-love while we're waiting for that person to respond. Then you know you have an anxious attachment style. If you lash out in anger at them, if you blame them for your feelings, but if you're able to still, find solace in reaching out to other friends for support, then that's good. Esther says, do I have a life quote that I live by? That's an excellent question. I hate to quote that big Canadian philosopher, but I quote him a lot. My favorite quote is by Wayne Gretzky, and it is, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And I use that all the time with people who are timid, afraid, saying, oh, they'll never like me, or they'll never hire me, or I really couldn't get that job or move there. I always say, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Somebody says you need both for long-term relationships: friendship, shared values, and chemistry. You may need it all, but in different degrees and at different times across the lifespan. Hello, Lisa from Santa Barbara. Here, I'll pop you up there. It's just nice to say the hellos. Who else we got? Any more questions? I'm sorry, Instagram goes by so fast. Sometimes I see your questions and then they're gone before I can get to them. At least here, where I use StreamYard on Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn and Twitter, I can put people over and hold them. Inducing, I'm not sure, Morris, that I understand completely your question. I tried online dating, but all I get are women that tell more than the truth. More than the truth or not the truth? Is that what you mean? I have a hard time introducing myself to others. What can I do to make the odds better to find a partner or just a good friend? You know what I would do is I'd be totally honest in your profile, and you can say that. Say, hey, I have a little bit of social anxiety at the beginning, but I'm a really great person once you get to know me. Or it's hard for me to reach out. That is intimacy. That is honesty to actually, I mean, you're being more intimate with me than you probably are with the people you meet online. Joey asked me, does my boyfriend like the Colorado Avalanche? Honey, do you like the Colorado Avalanche? Rangers. What is that? New York Rangers. What kind of sport is that? Hockey. Oh, hockey. I should have known that. Wayne Gretzky and all. New York Rangers. And there's my friend Bethany from Toronto. Let me put her up there. How are you, Bethany? Good to see you, Bethy. Carrie says, be upfront with age, height, and current pics and have the clarity that you want. Very important. In fact, you know what? My boyfriend said to me that I was prettier in real life than the pictures on the app because I'm a big believer in never over-promising. I put very realistic looking pictures. And then when I met him, I went, ta-da! So yeah, be as honest and real on those apps as you possibly can. You know, I think of it like, you ever go stay in an Airbnb? And the pictures are gorgeous. And you get there and the place doesn't match the Airbnb page, right? Same thing with dating apps. You'd rather undersell and then wow them when you show up. I think that's really important. And plus, research has shown that men don't like a woman with too much makeup. Remember was it last week or the week before? I think I missed last week because I was flying somewhere. I had bright red lipstick on just for fun. You guys hated it. You're like, oh, I hate that lipstick. Why so much lipstick? Why so much makeup? See, men did not like it. Carrie says men post older pictures and add inches. It's so disappointing. Yeah, but women post pictures with all those filters and they lie about their age as well. Esther says intimacy equals into me you see. Oh my God, what is that funny movie? The Love Guru. Oh my God, one of my favorite movies. I know it did terribly in America. And the reason why The Love Guru did so terribly here, because it was all Canadian jokes. And if you're Canadian, you got it. Video chat first is a must. Maybe, I'd say at least a phone call. And I would say the first date should not be a date. You're right. The first meeting should be a quick coffee where you have an easy exit strategy. Like, hey, I only have 20 minutes in between, Can we stop here? And that way you can see, I know Love Guru is pretty funny. How on? And so that way you can get out of there if you need to and be polite and don't ghost anybody. You don't like to be ghosted. Just send a little text. Say, hey, it was great meeting you. I'll keep you in mind for a friend or something. But don't like just disappear because it never feels good, especially if somebody has an anxious attachment style. Okay, any more relationship questions? Akshay says, show us if your boyfriend is bald so I feel better. LOL. No pictures yet, folks. No pictures. No. Not until 1 year. That's my rule. That's his rule. We've talked about it. Next question. Why should anxious attachment people have to go slow? Because otherwise you'll be in for a big crash. You'll move too fast with your big fantasies about how great everything is, and then it will crash and burn out. So yes, anxious attachment people, all people, should slow down a bit. Take a little break, not rush into things. What else we got? All these things. Me and my husband don't understand each other anymore. I'm telling him I'm hurting about what he says. And he says, I don't know. I want therapy because he thinks I'm crazy. Okay, you know what? Don't let him make you think you're crazy. That is his game. He's a blame shifter where you turn around and say, you're overreacting or you're oversensitive. I do agree, though. You could probably get a lot out of going to therapy. I met a guy online, but he doesn't respond unless I text first. Swipe him away. Get rid of him. I'm sorry. There's no energy there. You want somebody who has passion and energy for you. That's what you want. Somebody wants a piece of life advice for young people. Here's the best advice I can give to young people. You have the benefit of time. Invest your money now and do it consistently. I don't care if it's $50 a month and you're 19 years old. Just keep doing it consistently and you have millions of dollars by the time you retire. Any other questions? Seeing Instagram goes by so fast. Carrie says, the slower you go, the faster you get there. Momentum is important. What's a reliable test? Excellent question mark to take to determine your attachment style. Just Google the words Chris Fraley attachment test. Chris Fraley. He's got a number of tests online and he's a big researcher in attachment. His data, his test is great and he's using it a lot. Okay. So Morris said, I talked to you last time about still being in love with my ex-wife. I know it's hard. It's hard. I think I'm over that. I just need to make the jump. I think I'm completely comfortable being single, but I miss the partnership. Listen, when people say, oh, I need to spend time alone, healing before I enter another relationship, I want to remind you that avoiding relationships is not healing. It's avoiding. You got to jump back in there, Morris. Start dating. Figure out who you are on those dates. Figure out who they are. Learn something from all those dates. Akshay says, is the test free? Absolutely it is. It's online. It's open to everybody. So he's collecting data on you for all his research. But I think everyone should take that attachment test. All right. Any more relationship questions? It's so weird that we're in probably every time zone around the globe right now. Dating should never be a test, audition, or job interview. I'm sorry, but no, the partner that you pick for your most intimate life can help you determine where you're going to live, where you're going to work, how many kids you have, what your financial life is, what your health is going to be like. Health habits are highly contagious. Yes, both partners should be interviewing each other on the slide, of course. No. Books to read on relationships through the evolutionary psychology lens. I find it so interesting. I know, Jessica, let me think about it. Anything written by John Bowlby, but he's a academic. One of my favorite evolutionary psychologists, Dr. David Buss, has a great book called, he has a number of great books, but one is called Why Women Have Sex. And it's based on studies he did of all kinds of women. So, and it's good. And then he has what is it called? Well, also The Mating Mind. The Mating Mind is a super good evolutionary psychology book. But what's the other? Oh, David Buss's book, The Evolution of Desire. You will love that book, honestly. Jessica, you're going to love it. Akshay, got some good wisdom there. He says, being single won't kill you, and being in a relationship won't heal you. The only thing I will say is sometimes being in a relationship can heal you. Because when people have anxious or insecure attachment styles in some way, sometimes when they get with somebody who is secure, it can help heal them. Carrie says, graduation for our daughter this weekend. Congratulations. Big deal. College. Advice on how to interact with X. And you got the X coming and the X is bringing his girlfriend. Okay, you're just going to suck it up, okay? Don't drink any alcohol because you're going to say things that you don't mean to say. You're going to tell yourself, this is for my child. This is for my child. This is for my child. You're going to suck it up. You're going to make plans to meet somebody else that you can decompress with afterwards. A close girlfriend that you can get drunk with later and laugh about all the stupid things they said or did, because you're going to need another observing eye to help you make sense of it all. Someone said, how do I have the confidence to start dating after an awful relationship? Well, although I'm not a big one to say, avoid until you heal yourself, I will say, if it was an awful relationship, if you've had a series of awful relationships, you have to remember that you're the common denominator. So there's something about who you're picking or what's happening at the beginning. So I think when you start dating again, do it with the hand holding of a good licensed therapist so that you're going to therapy so you can work things out. High conflict divorce. Words of wisdom, please. Breathe. Just breathe. Okay. Eventually you're going to get to a point where you're barely going to remember what you're fighting over. Just breathe. You're going to get through this. Try not to badmouth your ex to the kids. Super important. And make sure you surround yourself by people who really love you for you so that you can sort of get your ego strength back in between the high conflict. Hello, Chabilita from Philippines. Good to see you. Yes, think of a long game. Eyes on the prize, the end of the game. Okay. Anybody have any more questions, or should we start to wrap it up? Any more relationship? How do we know if we've healed enough to date others? Well, you know it by who you become in your dating relationships. If in your dating relationships, you're falling back into your old patterns again, or you're getting angry or avoidant or needy with the person, then you know you're not healed. But being alone is not the way to heal. The way to heal is to talk about these things with your partner, build some intimacy, right? So you can understand. Okay, I'll end with Akshay's good question, because I love this. My favorite advice to give, by the way. I love giving coaching advice on relationships to men. He says, good advice for men to have a great dating profile. This is not my opinion. This is according to research. Wear a red shirt in your main profile picture, because you just get more likes. That's just proven. Make sure you smile at some point. Do not put any pictures with a hat and sunglasses. Please, we can't see you. And we know that if you're in a hat in every single shot, you're bald. Just be bald. It's okay. It's absolutely okay. Do not, if you're over 40, do a picture in front of the mirror with your abs. I don't care how great your abs are. That's just weird that you're selling yourself only on your body kind of at that age. Really, guys, don't. And do a background check. And when I mean background check, I mean look in the background of your photographs. Is there a toilet seat up in the background? Women have a very low threshold for disgust, and we'll be disgusted. We won't be able to see you. We'll just see the dirty mess in the back. Yes, red shirts really work. Or at the gym, Carrie, yes, please, no. And not holding the fish. I think we're over that now, aren't we? What is it about guys holding the fish? We don't care. Guys, we just don't care. I don't know why red shirts help, but the data from the dating apps show that when a guy wears a red shirt, he gets more swipe rights. Is that right? Right, swipe right? Right, or you like him. Yeah, the guys post the toilets way too much, and it's so gross. We just swipe past. We can't stand it. It's amazing what guys put in their profiles. Oh, good, Mark. You got a red shirt. Very good. Very good. Akshay said, there's something fishy about all those fish shots. They really are. Yes, the game of love really is. But I'm telling you, love is far more about skill than it is luck. We all need to learn good relationship skills, good communication skills. And it starts with the relationship we have with ourselves. Being able to have some insight into our feelings. I mean, for instance, today I was grumpy. My boyfriend called me. I was really grumpy. And I managed to hear myself saying, I don't know who said this, but somebody in my head said, by the way, this isn't about you or anything, but I'm really crabby today. So I sort of let him know. Don't snap back at me. I just don't have the fortitude. But you guys cheered me up. You can wear any color shirt you want. How are you doing? Good to see you here. Funny guy. Okay. I think I'm going to wrap up now. I love you all. It's nice to see you. Please tune into the Dr. Wendy Walsh Show every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific on KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. And I know you follow me on social media because you're here, but you know I keep producing these videos now because I finally hired someone to edit them and make them nice and everything. So that's why I'm producing so many videos for online. Anyway, good to see everybody. Oh, hi, Natalie from San Diego. How are you? Oh, you had a class with me at CI? Oh, hi. A former student. That's always nice. Anyway, good to see you all. Bye. Bye. Have a nice evening. End broadcast.